I just felt something hit me.
A 9-year-old girl with a bullet so close to her heart, doctors can't remove it.
I can't really move my arm, and if I do, it hurts.
Another example of senseless violence as Columbus reports record-breaking crime.
Homicides nearly twice as high as this time last year. Each number, a person, and each person, a ripple effect.
I know how the streets operate. You know, I know that everyone knows who did this to my sister, but, you know, it's a rule to keep quiet.
Crime Tracker 10 is taking key questions to key people.
What do you have to say to those neighbors who have said, we've heard you before, Mayor, we've heard you say we're going to put an end to this violence?
I think that's why today's announcement is so important.
And how can we promote peace?
If we engage directly with the violence, then we can make a big difference.
And offer peace of mind to those who need it most.
She's my firstborn. I never dreamed of ever having to tell a story of my baby was shot by a gun.
10 TV News at 5 starts now. These are some of the faces we've lost as violent crime has increased right here in our community. It is a complicated problem with perhaps a complicated solution. We know we might not be able to find that answer tonight, but 10 TV is dedicated to exploring these questions in the next 90 minutes. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Andrew Kinsey.
And I'm Yolanda Harris. A 9-year-old girl is one of the latest victims of gun violence. Columbus police say she was caught in the middle of a shootout yesterday. She survived, but her mom tells us the bullet is just inches from her heart. Crime Tracker 10 has team coverage tonight. We are talking with city leaders about the problem, as well as hospital workers who respond to traumatic situations like these. And we're hearing from you in your neighborhood about what you think should be done.
But we start right away with 10 TV's Richard Solomon and new information on that 9-year-old who nearly lost her life. Richard.
Well, I can tell you that 9-year-old Catherine Messer is doing just fine this evening, and she's in some pain, as you can imagine. But after speaking with her, she told me that she's just thankful to be alive.
I can't really move my arm, and if I do, it hurts. I came home, though, the day I got shot.
This bandage and stitches hide the scars she'll have for probably the rest of her life, after Columbus police say she was caught in the crossfire on South 5th Street Wednesday. Catherine told me doctors can't remove the bullet because it hit her 3 inches from her heart. She remembers setting up for a friend's birthday party yesterday. She told me she was headed to check on her father, who lives next door and is handicapped. She went to the kitchen to grab her shoes. Catherine says she heard what she thought was fireworks or gunshots, and that's when the bullet hit her.
I just felt something hit me. I started crying because I asked my friend's dad if I got hit because I was wearing a tank top.
A moment no 9-year-old should have to experience, but this young lady told me she's grateful God was watching over her.
I don't even know how to thank him. He's basically saved my life.
Now coming up for you at 6, the heartbreaking moment that Catherine's mother shared with her while they were in the hospital. For now, reporting in Columbus, I'm 10 TV's Richard Solomon. Back to you.
All right, Richard, thanks so much. Fortunately, that 9-year-old girl survived her injuries. Many, sadly, have not. Take a look at this map tonight. These are all the homicides in the city of Columbus so far this year, 66 in total. Crime Tracker 10's Lacey Chris has been digging into the numbers and asked the mayor what he plans on doing to prevent another record from happening this year. Lacey.
Yeah, so there have been 783 felonious assaults, or situations where someone is seriously hurt, like that little 9-year-old girl, and survives. Now, if that seems like a big number to you, it is. If we compare the number of felonious assaults this year compared to last year, we're talking about 200 more felonious assaults. Now, Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther has held several press conferences introducing programs and calling on faith leaders and the community to step in to prevent more violence in the streets. Today, the mayor announced new summer programs at rec centers for kids, job opportunities for the youth, all in hopes of putting them on the right path. Do you think some of these programs are going to target those kids, those youth who are causing a lot of the violence in the streets?
I certainly hope so, and we're going to be working, as you know, we're working with the courts, the judges, our suburban mayors, law enforcement, on putting together and expanding diversion efforts.
Now, keep in mind the violence in Columbus didn't really start to spike until June. That is something both the mayor and police don't want to see repeat itself. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Lacey, thank you. Well, solving gun violence is complicated, but many in our community believe there are solutions. 10 TV's Kevin Landers hit the streets to talk to those who have lost loved ones to shootings and those who just want it to stop.
Columbus is on pace for another record year of homicides.
These kids these days, they don't cry. They cry bullets. Kids cry bullets these days, and that's a cry for help.
Calvin Cox told us he's had family killed and injured from gun violence.
Half these kids don't got a father, a mother, a grandmother, a cousin, an uncle, anybody that's really going to help them out or guide them away from any violence.
Taisha Davenport lives in the Pine Tree Village apartments, where police say 15-year-old Trayvon Dixon was shot to death April 20th by another 15-year-old. She says the gun violence has made it risky to drive in some neighborhoods.
It makes me scared to go into certain neighborhoods because of the stray bullets and the drive-bys.
Others see easy access to guns as problem number one.
We have a big problem in our city with firearms.
Sean Bell is a concealed carry gun permit owner. He says poverty also plays a role.
This is the hilltop west side of Columbus, impoverished neighborhood, basically. You know, people are out here trying to do what they can to survive.
This parent also blames violent video games.
Our video games that we play teach kids how to shoot. And then they get out here with these guns and think that it's okay to do the same thing.
In the communities that we traveled to, from the east side to the west side, everyone agreed there is not one solution to solve gun violence in our city. But they do agree on one common denominator. They say if you want to fix gun violence, it begins in the home. Reporting from the Hilltop, Kevin Landers, 10 TV News.
Tonight, a Columbus woman still looking for closure after losing her younger sister to gun violence. Someone shot 14-year-old India in Columbus last summer on the 4th of July in front of a crowd of young kids. The unsolved case especially unsettling for her sister Satara, because she used to do outreach efforts with troubled youth at the Franklin County Juvenile Detention Center. She says she feels betrayed.
I have a deep passion for youth who are in the system and who commit crime and what they're up against. But at the same time, it's painful and difficult when your family member becomes the victim.
Satara believes the increase in youth crime may be pandemic connected with the closure of many community centers and other venues for kids. She is hoping anyone with information about her sister India's death will call police. Our team coverage of crime continues ahead at 5:30. We'll revisit Angela Ann's conversation with a crime expert who is in charge of finding solutions for the city of Columbus. And we'll also hear from those who work in hospitals and respond to this trauma each and every day. Well, we often hear doctors say mental health is just as important as physical health.
And that's true for parents as well as their kids.
Once you are able to notice the feelings within yourself, then sometimes you're able to then pick up what someone else might look like when they feel that.
Coming up, the program helping make that happen.
Today ended up being not too shabby out there, but the clouds continue to increase. 60 degrees at this hour, and winds are out of the southwest at 9 miles per hour that ushered in slightly milder conditions. But satellite radar shows that moisture knocking on our doorstep from the west. When we can anticipate more rain and how long it'll last in your full forecast.
And next, sports betting in the Buckeye State, the proposal being considered by lawmakers.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is sponsored by the Original Mattress Factory.
Don't wait till summer. Get comfortable now with Logan AC and Heat Services. It's hard to stop a train with 0% APR financing for 60 months. Installation takes just 1 day with fast, friendly service from Logan Services.
Keep your home comfortable with help from Menards. Protect your home from humidity, mold, and mildew with a Polonus dehumidifier. This easy-to-use unit can remove up to 30 pints of water from the air per day and is now $129.99 after 11% rebate. Check out our selection of Morton water softeners. Eliminate hard water, leaving you with softer skin and cleaner clothes. Right now, all Morton water softeners are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Take action with Logan AC and Heat Services and save up to $1,500 on a qualifying train system. It's your last chance to receive a free UV light system when you book your installation. Fast, friendly service with Logan Services.
If you have a child in your life, you know this year has been challenging for them. But On Our Sleeves, the movement for children's mental health, powered by our friends at Nationwide Children's Hospital, has a free and easy way for you to help take some of the weight off of their shoulders. 10TV is proud to be part of the Million Classroom Project, helping provide free mental health resources developed at Nationwide Children's to educators right here in Central Ohio and across America. You can join the project at onoursleeves.org/million.
10 TV News is sponsored by Bath R Us.
Bagpipes and a moment of honor today for Ohio's peace officers. People from all over the state gathered to pay tribute to more than 800 Ohio law enforcement officers who've died in the line of duty since 1823. Ohio's top cop, Attorney General Dave Yost, said they'll forever be remembered as heroes.
Sports betting here in Ohio is a step closer to being legal. Today, the state Senate introduced a bill to move forward with the plan after months of planning. Now, under the bill, the Ohio Casino Control Commission would have regulatory authority over the sports gaming here in the state.
I can't emphasize it enough. What we've done in the way we've drafted this is everybody has an opportunity based upon free market principles, but we're not going to hand anybody in the revised code something on a silver platter. They have to compete. They have to show that whatever they're doing is meritorious, and then they have to be approved by the regulatory agencies.
Sports gaming is currently legal in every state bordering Ohio except Kentucky. All right, a kid, an internet connection, and a lot of treats.
Yeah, nearly $3,000 worth of treats still ahead. The popsicle purchase Mom didn't see coming.
Looking forward to hearing about that. Well, the cooler weather is here. We are struggling to hit more average conditions, but we are going to have rain showers pushing in this evening that will linger into tonight with some of that cooler air. Then as we head into tomorrow, expect more showers before we have a brief dry spell on Saturday. We're going to break it all down for you hour by hour next.
10 TV News is sponsored by Big Sandy Superstore.
At American WeatherTech, we're celebrating moms in Columbus with huge Mother's Day savings on all windows, siding, and roofing. We're giving you 18 months with no interest, no down payment, no monthly payments, and 50% off all labor. Purchase from us during our Mother's Day event, and we'll give you a $500 gift card to Tranquility Day Spa and Salon, where you can be perfectly pampered with the treatments of your choice. Call or go online and make your appointment today, and happy Mother's Day to this amazing woman. I love you, Mom.
For 100 years, we've been delivering to Central Ohio homeowners. For greener lawns and brighter flower beds, call 1-800-TOP-SOIL or online, jonestopsoil.com.
Jones Topsoil brings it home to you.
Teachers and educators make a huge impact on our children, and this school year has been especially challenging in the face of the pandemic. Join the Ohio Education Association, 97.1 The Fan, and 10 TV in honoring your classroom heroes.
I'm Scott Tomorrow from the Ohio Education Association. Each week, a classroom hero will be spotlighted during Wake Up CBUS. You can nominate teachers, coaches, staff, anyone making an impact.
Nominate your classroom hero at 10tv.com/heroes, sponsored by the Ohio Education Association.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer, well, summer. Like go biking, glamping, pony rides, Mother's Day, scavenger hunts. Found it! Off-roading! Woohoo!
Nobody has more hybrids than Toyota, with 10 different models, including the iconic 21 Prius, now with $1,500 customer cash. Or lease Prius for $259 a month.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Discount Drug Mart is your trusted hometown healthcare provider and your immunization destination. And now Drug Mart is your convenient, quick, and safe destination for the COVID-19 vaccine. Simply register for your free vaccine at covid.discount-drugmart.com. No endlessly searching for an appointment. We will contact you in the way that works best for you. Then you will choose the date and time to schedule your vaccination. Simple as that. Discount Drug Mart is proud to serve our communities.
Precision is an excellent company. We had an idea of what we wanted, but we weren't sure how to put it together.
It's kind of one of those things that I personally take pride in, making sure that the people make the right decision.
We highly recommend Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Wake up with the team you know, the team you trust. Wake Up CPUS on 10 TV.
Now to our Facts Not Fear coverage of COVID-19, and we do have more good news when it comes to the pandemic. Today, the Ohio Department of Health reported our cases per 100,000 as 140.2. ODH says that is the lowest it's been since last October. Our goal is to get to 50 in order for all health restrictions to be lifted. We also saw more than 1,300 new cases today, which is a decrease from last Thursday. And you can see the decline we're seeing here on our 14-day moving average.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have dedicated this week to helping navigate kids' mental health.
It's all part of a partnership with Nationwide Children's Hospital and the On Our Sleeves movement. It's also about helping families make children's mental health part of everyday conversation. 10 TV Chief Meteorologist and mom Ashley Barrissey is here with more.
Hey guys, On Our Sleeves has released a free how-to guide for parents about fostering a child's emotional development. So today, we're going to walk you through teaching kids how to understand emotions in others. Childhood is a time when we learn to make friends. It's also how we learn to develop empathy or understanding how other people feel.
I wouldn't know the best way to talk to you unless I knew how you felt about it, right? It would help me to choose the best approach.
Whitney Ragland-Bignall is a pediatric psychologist at Nationwide Children's Hospital. She's also part of the On Our Sleeves movement and the new how-to guide about fostering a child's emotional development for parents. She says understanding empathy is a process.
Once you are able to notice the feelings within yourself, then sometimes you're able to then pick up what someone else might look like when they feel that.
Dr. Ragland-Bignall says one way for parents to help with this is to take advantage of TV or reading time by asking, what emotions do you notice in other people? What do you think you might do about that if you had them? And what do you think the main character is feeling? Another way for adults to help is to model empathy or to show kids how to do it.
When a parent might feel something, like let's say they got frustrated, I wouldn't want them to just hold their frustration. I want them to talk about it. I'm really frustrated because I lost my keys and I really need those keys, right?
Well, every day is a learning tool when you have a child. But we want to remind families and caregivers that On Our Sleeves movement has free how-to guides, book suggestions, games, and other resources. If you head over to 10tv.com right now, you'll find all of that and more. So we encourage you to do so. All right, let's go ahead and transition to the weather because today was a great day maybe to get outside with the kids. I know my little one enjoyed some time on the swing today, but we are going to be tracking some showers going into tomorrow where we're going to be cooped up a little bit. So highs this past week, they've been all over the board. We spent the last 2 days in low 60s. We knew today would be a couple degrees warmer than yesterday, and we did officially hit 62, putting us about 10 degrees below that average high of 71. And it seems like it was just so long ago that we felt the 80-degree temperatures last Sunday. It was so nice. I'm sure you remembered what you were doing last weekend. Satellite radar shows, though, the changes that we're tracking as far as the rain. So let's go ahead and focus on this cold front with a low pressure system that's going to move into our region. So zooming in right now, east of St. Louis and east of Paducah is where we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings popping. So pointing out that the most severe part of this line of storms is going to pass to our south. We're not under a severe threat tonight heading into tomorrow, but we are going to get rain showers, as you see on the northern end of this front. Some widespread light to moderate showers starting to push through Fort Wayne, lower peninsula of Michigan, crossing I-75 here in Ohio. So putting live radar on, we'll zoom in a little closer to central Ohio, where Marion, Marysville, over in Bellefontaine, likely getting some light rain at this time. Now, if you're in one of these areas and you're not seeing rain, this could be just some of that moisture in the cloud cover that within a matter of time, it's going to start spitting some sprinkles. So national temperatures across the board, cooler air throughout the Midwest into the plains. You can see 52 in Chicago, 62 in Des Moines, 58 in Minneapolis. So we'll have that cooler air filtering in behind this front as we head into tonight and rounding out the rest of your week. Current temperatures around our area, 50s and 60s. So 56 in Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, 55 over in Urbana. We have 61 71 through US 23 going into Circleville, Chillicothe, and then 64 down in Piketon. We've dipped in the upper 50s down in Jackson, same in Zanesville, McConnellsville, and then still in the low 60s throughout New Lex, Lancaster, Logan, and MacArthur. Our allergy index, not a whole lot has changed since yesterday, so still high levels of oak and mulberry as far as the tree. Allergens are concerned and moderate levels of mold, and the mold could be going up given that we're going to add more moisture and rain to the mix. So here's an hour-by-hour look as we time this out for you. So a lot of this will be crossing I-71 by the time we hit 11 midnight and likely before then, but will stay widespread throughout the overnight. I've stopped the clock at 5 a.m. tomorrow because that's where we could have a few pockets of more heavy showers east of I-71. So because of some instability in the atmosphere, can't rule out the chance of a rumble of thunder, but not all of us will hear that throughout the overnight going into tomorrow. A little bit of clearing on the back end of this as we head in midday on Friday, but then it doesn't last long. Come Friday afternoon and evening, a few more showers and storms start to develop 4, 5, 6 o'clock. This is a look at 9, where east of 71 we could be dealing with some heavy rain, where localized flooding will then be a concern for late Friday. Saturday we have a little brief dry spell, so that ends up being the pick day of the weekend because then we welcome back rain showers going into Sunday. So recapping this evening, 53 around 9 with a chance of rain, 51 come 11 o'clock. Your overnight low will be 44, so it's another cool night. Sunset at 8:32. Tomorrow we struggle to hit 60, but at least we'll be pushing those showers out early and holding on to, some dry conditions here and there with a couple showers going into the late afternoon and evening. Your full forecast shows, though, it will stay in the upper 50s as we go throughout the weekend, even to start next week, then a very gradual, it's a slow warm up, but we'll have a stretch of drier conditions for the next work week, finally getting to 70 by Friday of next week. And that's where we should be for this time of year. So if it feels a little chilly, it's because it is. We should be in the 70s right now.
Yeah, we're looking forward to those 70s.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Ashley.
All right, most 15-year-olds, they're still just getting a grasp on high school.
Ah, yes, but one Central Ohio teen has conquered high school and community college at the same time. Hear what he plans to do after graduation this month. But first, it's a kid's dream and a parent's financial nightmare. Coming up next, the 4-year-old who used his mom's credit card for some sweet treats and the internet's sweet response.
It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and during this pandemic, your kids might be just as stressed out as you. Hi, I'm Karina Nova. Expert advice on how to help your kids manage that stress tomorrow on Wake Up CBUS starting at 4:25.
For 30 years, Original Mattress Factory has put our customers first, and it's no different today. Visit originalmattress.com to receive the same quality service you come to expect from us.
Phil and Mike here for Universal Windows Direct. Need a way to invest your stimulus check? Consider making upgrades to your home with brand new windows. Our high quality vinyl replacement windows are virtually maintenance free and guaranteed to last a lifetime.
Right now, buy one window, get the next one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months.
Call or click today for the last windows you'll ever need. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Universal Windows Direct.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
Stay cool and refreshed this summer with an air conditioner from Fire and Ice. We're here for all of your HVAC needs.
Start your spring cleaning with Perfect Power Wash and save 10%. Dirt, mold, and algae accumulate on your home and lead to costly damage. Perfect Power Wash's safe process and professional technicians remove these harmful contaminants to keep your house and concrete beautiful and protected. This spring, do your home a favor. Leave the power washing to the pros. Call Perfect Power Wash today and use promo code TV10 to save 10% on all services.
Anytime that I remember going to a dentist, it was always a bad experience. And this one was not. This one was all positive. There was nothing negative about it, period. Don't wait. Nothing to be afraid of. These people are great. They're compassionate. They make you feel comfortable just in talking to you. I can't say enough good things about them.
Let Dr. John Runyon at Runyon Dental Group bring back your amazing smile.
Beat the rush. 10 TV keeps you ahead of the traffic. Get your traffic reports on 10 TV. Sponsored by your Central Ohio Honda dealers. Weekdays on 10 TV.
Well, today is a very special day for baby Archie. Archie's the son, of course, of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and he turns 2 today. The toddler was born back in 2019 at the Portland Hospital in London. Little Archie is currently 7th in line to the British throne. He will soon have a baby sister to celebrate as well. Meghan is due this summer.
Tonight, social media coming to the rescue of a mother whose son spent nearly $3,000 on popsicles. You've probably heard this one online. This 4-year-old, this is Noah. He's from Brooklyn. He used his mother's credit card to buy nearly 1,000 SpongeBob SquarePants popsicles, like the one pictured there. It's a cute story, right? But Amazon couldn't take them back. And his mom is a social work student at NYU, and she simply couldn't afford the bill. So the internet answered the call, and they met their goal in less than a day.
Oh, I'm glad she got some help. My goodness. Oh boy, somebody's in trouble.
What do you do with that many popsicles, though, Noah?
You give them away to the neighborhood because you don't have room in the fridge and they're going to melt. So, Ashley, what would you do if Carter did that?
Well, Carter actually did order an Amazon order on my mom's phone recently, and it just so happened they were all gifts for him, like he knew. But it's amazing how young kids learn how to swipe and do things, you know, without really knowing what they're doing. But still, it's incredible. So kudos that she was able to get some help with that. Satellite radar, real quick. Let's take another look as showers are moving in from the west. We're tracking rain for tonight into tomorrow. We'll have it out for you next.
At Simple Bath, we make it simple for you. But what does that mean?
We have a dedicated crew of master craftsmen that truly want you to love your new bathroom.
And they'll complete your bathroom in 4 days or less. How simple is that?
We're Simple Bath.
Because it's simple for you.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy from your local Cub Cadet dealer. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
The Reclaim Barn has Columbus's largest selection of reclaimed wood, shiplap, barn doors, reclaimed mantles, and floating shelves. Make this Mother's Day special with a one-of-a-kind gift so unique she'll remember it forever. Or better yet, bring her in and let her explore the selection for herself. Reclaim Barn's Spring Savings event makes it easy to get that reclaimed look with up to $1,000 in savings and 24 months same as cash. Visit thereclaimbarn.com for all the details and don't miss the spring savings for Mother's Day going on now.
When you first hear the word cancer, you automatically think, am I going to make it? Fairfield Medical Center always made me feel that I was their most important patient as soon as I walked in the doors. They made sure that the level of care that I was getting was the best for me. And you know that the scary part is going to be okay because they're right beside you. Experience Fairfield Medical.
It's that time of year when the world's top golfers compete. We're all fans of the Memorial Tournament presented by Nationwide. On the course or tuned in, be a fan May 31st through June 6th. Head to thememorialtournament.com for more details.
Get everything you need for your doors and windows at Menards. Pet Resist Screen is designed to prevent tears and damage from pets while still allowing for excellent airflow and visibility. $9.99 after 11% rebate. Get your windows clean and clear with a Libman all-in-one window cleaning kit. It can be easily carried and has everything you need to get the job done. Pick it up for $29.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
10 TV News is sponsored by Menards.
just gotta come together and just stop the hate. That's the only thing I would like people to stop is just the hate towards one another.
Conversations about crime. By several different measures, it's clear there are alarming trends right here in our communities. What's not so clear is how to stop it. That's the issue we are exploring tonight.
Well, one of the latest examples was just last night in South Columbus on South 5th Street. This 9-year-old girl here was getting ready for a birthday party when she thought she heard fireworks. Turns out it was gunfire entering her home. And she's now recovering from a gunshot wound 3 inches from her heart. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Yolanda Harris.
And I'm Andrew Kinsey. Tonight we'll hear from a criminologist about his strategy to end the violence. But first, the violence not only impacting victims, their families and law enforcement, also those at Central Ohio hospitals. 10 TV's Gabriela Garcia continues our conversation, all new at 5:30.
Meet Nate Royster.
Hello. Hey, Nate.
Hi there.
He takes care of trauma patients, victims of gun violence every night.
Not just one a night, but sometimes there's like up to 3 or 4 like gunshot wound victims at a time. And so it leads to a lot of like fatigue.
Nate says it's not just nursing staff shortages that cause the fatigue, it's also the emotional toll it takes seeing the violence on top of a pandemic.
It's a little traumatizing after a while. You see these young people, especially ones that, look like me, and there's just like a feeling of defeat when they have so many injuries that there's just nothing that we can do.
The Ohio Nurses Association says Nate is definitely not alone. They say many nurses often feel guilt and shame, like they didn't do enough for their patients. A phenomenon called moral injury.
They see things that you can't even imagine.
Joyce Fitzpatrick is a professor at Case Western Reserve University Nursing School. She and other researchers from Ohio State and the University of Cincinnati's nursing schools are looking into the extent of moral injury in nurses.
The nurses have to be resilient. It's difficult to talk to family members and friends about the experiences they have.
Fitzpatrick and her colleagues are trying to connect nurses with each other to talk through the violence so they can support one another.
What's your hope for this research for the future?
We want to tell the public about the value of nursing.
This isn't just like one bullet hitting somebody and like that person dies. Like there is a lot more trauma that comes with that.
In Columbus, Gabriela Garcia, 10 TV News.
Now, Professor Fitzpatrick and her colleagues plan to make an announcement about their research tomorrow afternoon. So what are the solutions here? And that was what a criminologist is looking into.
Well, they're experts in the scientific study of crime and criminals. Columbus City Council approved an investment into a program with criminologist David Kennedy, and he spoke with our Angela Ann about what happens next.
The headlines rarely change.
In the past 24 hours alone, 3 people have been killed.
This comes after another violent weekend in Columbus and Franklin County.
I mean, that's troubling. What else can I say?
But for families like Betty Williams,
my son was murdered, shot in the back.
Everything changed March 26th when gunfire erupted and her son, Earl Simmons, was killed. Family members say Earl tried to break up a fight.
But they know who they are. They know who they are.
This map shows where most of this year's homicides have happened in Columbus. What it doesn't show is the why. David Kennedy believes he knows the answer.
So in any city, the violence is connected to groups. People are saying, this is enough, this has to end. It was bad before.
David runs the National Network for Safe Communities at John Jay College in New York City. His violence reduction strategy has been a proven success in cities like Chicago, Boston, and Indianapolis. Columbus City leaders are counting on it to do the same here.
What the group violence intervention does is put together a community and social service and law enforcement partnership, engage directly with those high-risk people and high-risk groups.
So here's what the intervention comes down to, concentrating on those groups and their connections. David's studies have shown group members typically they make up 1/2 of 1% of a specific population. So if you were to pick a neighborhood of, say, 5,000 people, 25 of them are most at risk of shooting someone or becoming killed.
Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther says he will use David Kennedy's research to expand the city's Safe Neighborhoods program with other partnerships. And he believes this is the key to reducing the violence.
When every young man in this world says, I carry a gun to protect myself, that doesn't make it legal. It doesn't make it moral. It doesn't mean that it's not making things worse. But he's telling the truth.
Which is why the city's strategy is fueled in part by faith. 3 yet-to-be-named Columbus churches will house this program to start. And they'll call on mothers who have lost children to homicides to speak directly with the groups at risk, hoping voices of families like Jackie Chapman will affect change.
He wasn't just a person in the streets, a young Black man that just get killed by gun violence. He was loved deeply. He was cared for. The type of pain that it's hard to look towards the next day to figure out what now.
For Crime Tracker 10, Angela Ann, 10 TV News.
Now, this new gun violence intervention strategy also partners with the Franklin County Court of Common Pleas to focus on violent offenders who are on probation or at re-offending risk. The city plans to hire 3 new positions to help direct these groups to the resources that will help them find an alternative path from violence. If you want to know more about how this program works, you can check out our extended interview with David Kennedy. That's over at 10tv.com. A school bus hijacked.
And an Army trainee accused of the crime.
The kids that was on that bus, you can just imagine they were scared to death.
Coming up here on 10 TV, how the situation ended safely.
Even though we were cooler than average today, a little mild out there at the moment, 60 degrees, but cooler air is on the way. Southwesterly winds at 9 miles per hour. With that cooler air comes rain showers, and so that rain is pushing eastward towards us. We're timing it out next.
Upgrade to something better this spring. Upgrade to Pella and see your home in a whole new light.
They have products from traditional windows to very contemporary with clean lines and simple details.
Architects trust Pella for products built to last and styles for every home and budget.
Pella showrooms offer so many full-size samples you can see and test out.
Or shop at home. We'll come to you. Pella has a great sale going on right now. Call 877-98-PELLA, PellaColumbus.com.
Ready, set, go.
Go, boy, go! Go, boy, go! Go, boy, go!
Live big in the larger-than-life SUVs from GMC. The GMC Acadia, Terrain, and all-new Yukon. Step up to GMC and get $5,500 purchase cash on most 2021 Acadia models when you finance through GM Financial. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $1,000 purchase allowance.
A home away from home. Kind and compassionate service. That's the Laurel way of caring. Whether you need short-term therapy, long-term care, or a safe transition after a hospital stay, our team will help you along the way. At the Laurels, you'll enjoy the highest level of independence and quality of life. Feel secure during an uncertain time. Conquer your rehabilitation. You've earned the Laurel way of caring. To book a virtual tour at a Laurels facility near you, visit laurelhealth.com.
This is Angela Pace with the 10 TV Community Calendar. The Franklin County Chiefs Association is holding a series of roundtables to discuss youth violence. Log on for details.
Sponsored by the Workers' Compensation Lawyers at Elk & Elk. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
Moisture on your walls and basement floors are all indications that you need a water protection system. At Ohio Basement Authority, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
After the year we've had, you deserve Planet Fitness's best deal ever.
Super free! Super free!
Get your first month free. No enrollment and then only $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends May 12th.
Super free! Super free! Your first month free, yeah!
Get moving in our clean and spacious clubs with this one-time deal. America, your fitness is essential. Join now and get your first month free. Deal ends May 12th.
Join any Columbus area Planet Fitness and get your first month free. Offer ends Wednesday, May 12th.
I'm Dr. Bertley, president of COSI, but I'm also an immunologist. There's a lot of misinformation about what's inside the COVID-19 vaccine. Truth is, there's just a few simple ingredients. Water, sugar, salt, fat, and most importantly, a building block for protein that teaches your body how to recognize and fight COVID-19. That's less stuff than a candy bar or a can of pop. And the vaccine can save your life. And that's why I'll take the shot.
Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At Ohio Basement Authority, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
So today we had the worst nightmare a school district could encounter. We had a school shooting.
Well, that is a superintendent at a school district in eastern Idaho. 2 students and a custodian were hurt in a middle school shooting. They're expected to survive. A suspect, a student, is in custody. Students were taken to a nearby high school where parents could pick them up. An Army trainee has been arrested after investigators say he boarded a South Carolina school bus with a gun. He then held the students and the bus driver hostage.
Kids that was on that bus, you can just imagine they were scared to death, along with that bus driver. I will give the bus driver credit. He kept his cool. He didn't overreact.
Well, this happened today near Fort Jackson, and that's the U.S. Army's largest basic training facility in Columbia. Now, police say the kids started asking if he would hurt them. He got frustrated and let the kids and the driver off the bus. No word on why he did this.
In Washington, number 3 House Republican Liz Cheney is taking on her colleagues who say it's time for her to replace her. Cheney's leadership position is in danger because she called out former President Donald Trump's falsehoods about the election and insurrection at the Capitol. Cheney survived one removal vote after she voted to impeach Trump in January. Her critics have only gotten louder.
I think she's got real problems. I've had it with
Another removal vote is likely to come next week on Wednesday. Well, space experts believe an out-of-control rocket is headed towards Earth.
Well, tonight we're seeing it. Coming up, the spectacle in the sky and the latest on the track from the Pentagon.
There's a bull market on Jeopardy!
There is a nice trend going on this week. Each day, the champion is winning more than was won the day before. If that continues, someone could be in for a big payday.
Jeopardy! Tonight at 7 on 10 TV. No proof, no entry?
Can businesses legally ask you to prove you're COVID vaccinated? Rumors are swirling online, so we verify.
What our legal experts say. Vaccine passports. Are they hype or are they happening? Tonight at 11.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Tent Sale this weekend only at the Hilton in Polaris. Browse the largest display of hot tubs in the region from major brands at up to 50% off. Social distancing and sanitation protocols will be in place. That's this weekend at the Hilton in Polaris. Visit hottubexpo.com.
Family fitter, bath fitter, style fitter, bath fitter, you fitter, bath fitter. We install beautiful tubs that fit perfectly over your old one with no mess or demo. Get the bath you want in a day with quality that lasts a lifetime. It just fits. Bath fitter.
Don't wait. Call right now and pay no interest for 24 months. Find out why Bath Fitter is the perfect fit.
Why did I get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I got vaccinated to protect myself,
my family, and my patients. I got vaccinated because I believe in the science.
But I also got vaccinated so I can hug my grandpa.
Go to a concert again. Watch my daughter return to school with her classmates.
Be with my girls.
I got vaccinated so we can begin to look forward. Get vaccinated, wear your masks.
We're in this together.
At Stanley Steamer, we love homes. It's why we started cleaning them over 70 years ago and why we still continue today. According to the CDC, cleaning is a necessary first step of any disinfection process. We use detergents and cleaning agents to ensure that your home is prepared for whatever life brings in. Whatever home means to you, we're ready when you are to make sure your space is clean and that you and the ones you care about most are safe.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick Parks and stuff. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kinda got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display. They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yep.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Use purchase allowance to get up to 16% below MSRP on 2021 Buick SUVs.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout tent sale this weekend at the Hilton in Polaris. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands at up to 50% off. Financing is available and show admission is free. That's this weekend at the Hilton in Polaris. Visit hottubexpo.com.
10 TV News is sponsored by Perfect Power Wash. 10 TV's Digital Broadcast Center is sponsored by Lindsay Honda.
Here's a look at the latest unemployment numbers for our state. There were more than 18,000 jobless claims filed last week. Officials believe more than 600 of those are fraudulent. That's down from 900 from the week before. Those unemployment claims are also down after more than 20,000 were reported the last week of April. Well, if you're looking for a job, the TSA is hiring. The Transportation Security Administration is holding a 2-day recruiting event next Tuesday and Wednesday. It will take place at John Glenn International. This is for people wanting to work as a transportation security officer. TSA will provide an overview of working for the federal government and discuss all the benefits.
Well, one question we've been getting is this: is it okay to donate blood if you get your COVID-19 vaccine? Well, Gabe Cohen with our Verified team has the answer for you.
From the very start of the COVID-19 pandemic, healthcare systems throughout the United States have been trying to keep their blood supply from running out. The uncertainty around COVID-19 caused a brief pause on blood donations. Since the vaccine rollout started, more than 100 million people in the United States are now fully vaccinated. And viewers like Mike W. are now asking, is it okay to donate blood after receiving the COVID vaccine? So let's verify. Our sources: Angela Broom-Powley, the regional executive of Blood Donor Services for the Red Cross, the Food and Drug Administration, the American Association of Blood Banks, or AABB. At the start of 2021, based on guidance from the FDA, the AABB updated its blood donor eligibility considerations for people who are fully vaccinated with the COVID-19 vaccine. People who receive the Johnson & Johnson vaccine can donate blood, but they'll have to wait 14 days. For those who receive the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, there's no waiting period.
What's really important is to know which vaccine you received, to know the name. If you can't tell us when you come in to give which one you received, then we would need you to wait 2 weeks before giving.
So yes, we can verify you can donate blood after getting the COVID-19 vaccine, but make sure you wait 2 weeks if you receive the J&J shot. With your Verify, I'm Gabe Cohen.
All right, speaking of vaccines, how do you feel about the idea of a vaccine passport?
Well, there's a lot of talk about it, and lawmakers are looking at them as well. We asked Wake Up CBS anchor Karina Nova and our Verified team to investigate.
By now, you've probably heard the term vaccine passports, and there are plenty of social media posts like these about how they would work and how they may infringe on your rights. But is that really the case? Can businesses start mandating proof of vaccination? I got the answer from labor and employment attorney Mark Landis, who also has an expertise in First Amendment rights.
Everyone that deals with a human being face to face in a private company is going to be able to set their own rules for who gets to come in, who gets to have contact, and who doesn't. And they can require a test, they could require a vaccine passport, they could require any kind of proof of vaccination if they want, unless the laws change.
Tune in tonight at 11. You'll hear the Supreme Court case that impacts showing proof of vaccination, and we'll verify if the federal government can mandate proof of vaccination.
All right, Karina, thanks so much. What questions do you have for our Verified team? Here's how you can reach out. Go to our Facebook page, our Twitter page at 10TV, or you can email us, verify@10tv.com. We would love to hear from you.
Okay, remember that suspected out-of-control rocket from China? Well, the remnants were seen in the morning sky today over Washington, D.C. Look very closely. It's a really small pulsating light. You guys see that? There it is, moving around. China's space agency isn't saying too much about what's going on here. The Pentagon says it is monitoring the space junk as we speak. Now, that rocket was launched a week ago today. It's part of the main module of China's first permanent space station. Analysts in the U.S. think it'll crash somewhere this weekend. Now, one expert says it'll be the equivalent of a small plane crash scattered over 100 miles. It is likely to hit the ocean or to disintegrate before it hits. Now, if it does hit, it could be the biggest piece of space debris to fall to Earth. So I can't believe they actually pinpointed it, and saw it, and wow.
Now we're just waiting to see where it lands.
Yeah, let's hope it disintegrates so it doesn't land and hit anything, but we'll see. All right, it is not often that we get to experience the sight of a rocket launch here in Ohio.
But this weekend, we might have that chance. NASA's latest rocket is part of a mission to study how energy and momentum are magnetically connected in space, or in other words, how auroras are formed. Specialized cameras will also be on board to take in all the sights.
East-southeast horizon. So if you can be up a little bit or anywhere that doesn't have trees right on top of you so you can see closer down towards the horizon, towards the east-southeast. It's launching from Virginia, the very east side of Virginia. So it's not that much farther south than we are.
Okay, I can get with that. The timing of the launch has changed a couple of nights. At this point, it's scheduled to lift off Saturday night.
Now, it's supposed to happen tomorrow, but they had to push it back because of the weather, and they actually needed good weather. So, Ashley, did they have good weather?
No, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the forecast is right now over in Bermuda and in that part of Virginia where they don't have clear skies. And the camera stations are really looking for clear skies because that rocket is going to release a barium vapor for about 9 to 10 minutes into flight. Now, don't worry, that's not harmful to the environment, but that will help what they're studying out there. And so they need the clear skies. I want to point out Bermuda because it's so tiny on the map here, but you can see how those overcast skies are pushing towards that area. As we go ahead and zoom into Virginia, where this station is on the far eastern coast, a little bit of cloud cover that you can see there on the peninsula. But what we're really tracking as far as that being originally scheduled for tomorrow is this line off to the west that will continue to push eastward and bring in some inclement weather into the Atlantic states there. So that's why they had to push that back. Right now, scheduled for Saturday. As far as seeing it here in Ohio, Saturday night, we will have partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. So there's a slim chance we could see that if that launches at 8:02. It'll be pretty much about a minute after launch time that you would see it here in central Ohio. So just keep that in mind, but that launch time could fluctuate. Satellite and radar shows that line of showers that I was just kind of pointing out that will eventually hit Virginia, well, making its way here in central Ohio. So zooming into our area where we do have some light rain now pushing towards I-71, putting live radar on to give you better perspective. This stretches all the way up past Marion County, now starting to inch closer to Mansfield. But Marion, Delaware, Marysville, down into London, getting some of that rain. And that's same off to our west through Bellefontaine and stretching west of I-75. Our natural temperatures are cooler than average throughout much of the plains and the Midwest. You will find the warmth, though, over in the desert in Phoenix, down to the south in Texas, Baton Rouge, and down into Florida. So our current conditions at this hour, well, we sit in the 50s just to the northwest of I-71, so 54 in Marysville, 55 in London, 59 in Washington Courthouse, same in Chillicothe, but we still have mid-60s over in MacArthur at 66, 64 in New Lex, 62 over in Athens, Newark reporting 60 degrees. So here's that hour-by-hour look. So widespread rain continues by the time we're at midnight. We do have some pockets going into the morning hours that could produce some heavy rainfall. So I want to stop the clock at about 5:30 a.m. This is before sunrise, but likely east of I-71 that some heavy rain could continue to push eastward. We'll get a little lull throughout the day on Friday, but then another round of showers and storms will develop as we head into the afternoon and evening. So I'm calling Friday one of those days with on and off showers because it's not an all-day washout, but you're not going to be in the clear as those showers push out in the morning as we have that other round into the afternoon and evening. Some of these could flare up. We're not under a risk of any kind of severe weather, so I think that the biggest threat will be some heavy rain that could cause maybe some localized flooding, especially if it comes down at a pretty quick rate in a short amount of time. Saturday will be the driest day of the weekend, and then we welcome back showers heading into Sunday. So your forecast for this evening, spending most of it in the 50s, a gradual decline about 51 degrees come 11 o'clock with rain that will continue to push in from the west. Come tonight, 44 degrees, so showers linger, especially early. It's a cool night. Sunset will be at 8:32. For tomorrow, 53 midday and then 58 for the afternoon high. So we struggle to hit 60, which puts us more than 10 degrees below average. Your full forecast shows that we actually struggle to hit 60 all the way through the weekend into Monday. And so we will have another chance for more rain and maybe even a few thunderstorms on Mother's Day, about an 80% chance. So have that umbrella on hand. Getting back in the 60s on Tuesday, but we don't get to more seasonable conditions where we should be until Friday. So we have to wait a week to finally welcome back the low 70s.
All right. Well, I think I give up on hoping that Mother's Day gets better because it seems to be getting worse.
I think you've jinxed it, Yolanda.
Maybe I did. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
So are you thinking a whole day Sunday, Ashley?
And probably not the entire day, but I mean, we're going to have rounds of that on Sunday, so it's not looking pretty.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ash. Well, here's a look at what's coming up new at 6 o'clock.
We all need to do more to make sure that 9-year-old and every other 9-year-old and children throughout this city have a safe summer.
And with so many kids involved in violence in Columbus, the mayor is trying to take action. Hear why he believes his summer job program will work.
And a young girl caught in the crossfire, people shooting at each other, out of the hospital tonight. How she's doing and why doctors say they can't get the bullet out of her body.
Plus, while we often talk about the high number of homicides, it is still important to remember the victims are real people with grieving families. We speak to 2 women about the rise in homicides and the message they have for the community.
But first, rescheduled. Justin Bieber's visit to the shot has changed. The details next.
Honda has certified pre-owned vehicles with a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 24/7 roadside assistance. Save now with low 1.49% financing. Search your local Honda dealer today.
For 30 years, Original Mattress Factory has put our customers first, and it's no different today. Visit originalmattress.com to receive the same quality service you come to expect from us.
At the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, volunteers see to it that good work gets done even better. But the good doesn't stop there. Meet new people who care about our community, learn new skills, and improve your overall health, all while doing good. Sign up today at vhub.at/MOFC.
Fiona just loves Irish step dancing. There's a lot of stomping around. It's very hard on their feet. My daughter injured her foot. I couldn't dance anymore. It was very devastating. The doctor recommended that she go to the Good Feet store. They showed us how the arch supports could help relieve Fiona's pain. That really helped out my feet. Irish step dancing is her passion, and the Good Feet store helps her do that. If I weren't able to dance, I would just be sitting at home all day watching TV or playing video games, and that's not who I am.
Live the life you love without pain stopping you. We can help at the Good Feet store.
The kitchen is the heart of your home. Share it with friends and family this Memorial Day. Call Kitchen Saver today, and you can enjoy your new kitchen in just 3 to 5 days. Ask us how you can get your dream kitchen with the highest quality materials at a fraction of the cost. And for a limited time, receive 24 months interest-free on your total purchase.
Cabinet renewal from Kitchen Saver. Prepare to be impressed. Prepare to be impressed. Kitchen Saver.
As a family physician, as a primary care doctor, I have some 4-generation families. You know, I'm taking care of the baby, the parents, I take care of their parents, I take care of the grandparents. That understanding of what's going on with the family dynamic and the environment that that patient lives in is really important. Bringing their family members to me and trusting me with their health care is, that's the ultimate compliment. It tells me I'm doing something right. I'm Dr. Brian Galoni, and I'm a primary care physician at Mount Carmel.
Genesis. The Last Dominoes. Coming to Columbus this December. Tony Banks, Phil Collins, Mike Rutherford. Genesis. Live in Nationwide Arena December 8th. The Icons return. Tickets on sale Friday, May 7th at 12 p.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Genesis. Presented by EMC and Grand Slam.
10 TV News is sponsored by Precision. We fix broken garage doors.
Honda has 1.49% financing on certified pre-owned vehicles that look and drive like new for a fraction of the price. Every Honda CPO is under 5 years old and has less than 80,000 miles. Search your local Honda dealer today.
You're watching WBNS 10 TV, Central Ohio's news leader.
Screen tonight. The dance ensemble at Fort Hays Arts and Academic High School worked with the district's video production team. They recorded weeks of pandemic-style rehearsals and finally the big performance. The documentary and the big dance itself will premiere at South Drive-In Theater tonight. We have ticket information for you on our website. Just go to 10tv.com. Well, that was Justin Bieber, that song that they were dancing to. And the Biebs is going to wait a little longer to return to the Buckeye State.
Bieber announcing today that his world tour is being rescheduled. Yeah, this is Bieber performing at the Kids' Choice Awards back in March. The rescheduling all due to COVID-19. Justin will now be here at the Shot back in May 16th of 2022. So mark your calendar, Yolanda.
Oh, I will. Am I too old to go? It'll be me and a bunch of middle school girls.
No, not at all.
I know.
No, I think you fit right in.
I need like a niece or something. I need my niece to live here. I need somebody to take with me. That'd be my excuse. All right. We have much more news straight ahead.
10 TV News at 6 begins now.